Do it all. Hey, welcome back to Make Dinner with Me. I'm your host, Stephanie Rao, and each day, Monday through Friday, I come on here live to share with you what I'm making, but also to share some tips on weight loss. I am a weight coach for moms, and I try to simplify weight loss process and how to still do it while managing mom life, because mom life can be busy and stressful, but we also need to prioritize ourselves, and we are more than capable of accomplishing goals such as weight loss while doing that. And so part of my story is that when I had my twins, I had postpartum depression. I was not happy at all with my weight that I gained prior to getting pregnant and after getting pregnant. I had my own struggle with insecurities and an eating disorder when I was in college. And so I have been able to heal through that all and lose 76 pounds and keep it off. So that's just a quick little facts about my story and how I also help other moms achieve their goals in weight loss. Anyways, I want to say hello to those who've joined. Hi, Nicole. How are you? I am making steak fajitas today and tacos. So what I did, this is what happened. I'm going to tell you a quick little story about, how dinner's working out today. I bought a little, what's it called? Like a little pre-made, not kit, because usually kits come with the tortillas and stuff like that. But I brought this like little pre-made thing that I can just heat up and we'll be ready to go for those days where maybe we're in a rush to get out the door or I'm just not feeling it for dinner. But when I looked at the ingredients, which there's nothing crazy in here, but the only thing that got me was it says that this is pre-flavored. Duh, Stephanie, I should have thought of that. So it has like a fajita seasoning, which for me, I would be fine with. But my husband has some sensitivities with anything that's remotely close to having a kick. Things that maybe I wouldn't qualify as spicy, he has found it to be something he cannot tolerate. So with that being said, I'm making two different things. I'm still gonna make this because I can eat it just fine. But I also have ground turkey that I'm just gonna whip up like I have done in the past for tacos. So I told him try the steak mix and see if it's too crazily seasoned, and if not, he can just have the ground turkey and make his tacos. So that is what's going on with my dinner today. But other than that, the mix that I got would have been just fine. So that's what I'm working with. But either way, both things to prep and make for dinner is rather quick. So because I am going to be making this, I'm going to cut up his peppers and onions for that. And then we'll be on our merry way. I have all the other stuff I need for it, but this is what I'm cooping up today. Anyways, if you are watching live on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, let me know what you're cooking for dinner today. And I always like hearing about what everyone is up to, especially for dinner. Today was just one of those, I was like, I need something quick. I need something quick today because I just was really busy with the homeschooling and had a couple of Zoom calls today. So sometimes I just have this. Tomorrow's going to be a busy day too because we have a Halloween social, they're calling it. Halloween pizza social with our homeschool group. So that's going to be fun. And then we have another like field trip on Thursday. So gonna have a couple of busy days there. So I'm gonna need some snappy meals for those days, or crock pot meals that I can just leave in the crock pot. Now, the only thing with the crock pot meals and my make dinner with me at this time, so you're not making dinner with me because it's already made. So I don't know how you guys would like to just hear me talk about it, what I did in advance, while I'm maybe serving it up and eating it. I don't know if that's something that's intriguing or not, but I try to come up with something that at least gives you some value every time you watch. So something to think about. But crock pot meals are always great. So let's talk about the biggest complaints or common things, common pain points, common things that come up for people when it comes to the weight loss journey, and especially maintenance. I feel like that's probably like the biggest thing I hear when I've worked with clients, whether before or after, something that they have concerns about or struggled with, and it's that keeping the weight off. And one of the things that I contribute to that is the mindset behind it. Often people want to lose weight quickly, and I get the sentiment. I get why someone may feel like that, especially if you've been dealing with it for a very long time. It could be your whole life from childhood. It could be after having a baby. Like, there's these factors that influence our weight gain. And then also during that whole time, our mental health and the feelings we have about ourselves tend to go toward the negative side of things, and that's something that's not easily broken. That mentality behind it. So we kind of just go on like this wave, right, through life, where maybe we're doing good and we're losing weight and we're feeling good in our clothes, in our skin, maybe on the beach wearing a big suit or in front of our spouse. And that's great. And that's what I want for everyone to feel, like that confidence. That's why my program is called Sexy Fit Mamas, because I want you to have that sense of sexiness, not in a worldly sense, not in like a off the charts kind of sense, but in a way that you're confident in yourself. And so when we don't have that confidence, it actually starts creating those negative thoughts. It makes us feel like we can't do this. And, maybe there's things that we haven't broken, those cycles that we haven't broken along the way, to prevent us from, gaining that weight again. And I've been there plenty of times. I didn't turn on the heat. With me, I didn't turn on the heat. I'm just talking away and didn't turn on the heat. I've been there so many times. When I was 9 years old, that's when I first started dying ever. I was, I don't even know how much I weighed at 9 years old, but I was a fairly chunky little girl. And, just one comment about my weight just put me on that path. I felt very insecure. I felt like, I had to gain approval from others, and it had stayed with me my whole life. There's so many stories throughout my life that I can share, but for purpose of not keeping this live stream too long, I'll share bits and pieces as we I share in every single live. But the whole point was going back to when it started for me, and then being on that roller coaster of gaining, losing, gaining, losing. And then what was like the common denominator for me when I put that weight back on? And that was that lack of confidence in myself and feeling that I wasn't worthy and couldn't do it anymore. Having a notion behind food is bad, but then having the cravings and wanting of things, and that back and forth, like that inner battle between yourself. And that just kept going for me all the way to when I was married. When I first got married, I wasn't so sure that I wanted to get pregnant, because I knew getting pregnant, that would require me to gain weight. And I didn't want that to happen. And I was so scared of it. Can you imagine being so scared of being pregnant only for the mere fact of not wanting to gain weight that you were afraid that you would never be able to take off? That was me. That's how I was feeling the whole time, until one day I got this natural desire to be a mom. And, I said to myself, I'm going to lose the weight before I get pregnant, because I already was on the heavier side at that time. And I was like, I don't want to be overweight to then gain more weight. But I didn't do it. I don't know why I didn't do it, but, another excuse would come, something that I would, put off this and put off that. And maybe I didn't realize the priority. And then it was just like, all right, instead of waiting on me, I am going to go all in this adventure, this journey of becoming a mom. And I did, and I gained quite a bit of weight that I was not very happy after I had my twins. But after quite a bit of time of feeling down and impressed and unhappy and not leaving my bed most time, not wanting to do daily duties, I realized something had to change, because I was sick and tired of feeling the way I felt. And I said, you know what, God, you're in control. I know I can do this. And what I want to get out of this time is not just to lose the weight, but to never have to go down this emotional roller coaster again. I don't want to feel insecure of myself. I don't want to feel like I have to hide. I don't want to just search for people's approval. I want this weight gone, yes, but I want all those other things that came along with it gone. So I worked on my mindset. I worked on getting closer to God. And of course, I worked on my nutrition and my fitness, which was super important. But along the way, I had grace on myself to know that I shouldn't hold these high expectations of myself, that I'm going to be, anything crazy, working out in the gym for hours or running, whatever miles or anything. I started with walking. I threw my kids in a stroller. I started walking. May not be the most glorified thing, and I know a lot of people that I still talk to that think that, in order to get any kind of result with weight loss, you have to do, tons of cardio or a certain amount of time exercising each day or whatever. And I don't really stand behind that 100%. Like, I am a firm believer in strength training and building muscle on your body, but it's not, what's the word I want to use? It's not the thing that should be driving you. Like, this is the thing that's going to fix me. This is the thing that is the be all end all. Like, start where you're at. Work with your own strengths and build from there. It's exactly what I did. Oh, okay. And as far as my nutrition, I want to play robot. Okay, go. I can play robot for 2 minutes. You'll see that my kids interrupt in my lives about 100% of the time.
Disobeying. He is playing Roblox.
All right. I will deal with it after, sweetie. So, anyways, I did little things different. I eliminated certain things like processed foods and processed oils. Little by little, I changed something about the way I ate. And as I got more knowledge, then I changed different things until I landed on where I'm at now. So I have created the Perfect Plate Protocol, which I'll probably talk about more in other lives. But it's something that I live by, and it's kind of really changed my life to enjoy foods and not feel scared to eat something or feel like I can't have something. Like, I don't live like that anymore. Used to, but not anymore. And so anyways, all this to say, I wanted to share my story again. I have shared my story plenty of times on previous lives, but you know, it's good to reshare, especially with new people following me and haven't heard my story. And that's not even like 100% my story, but that's kind of like the cliff notes of my story. And I want to be able to help as many moms out there because I was struggling big time. I thought that I could never lose the weight. I thought I was always going to feel depressed like this. I thought like, you know, I'm never going to feel beautiful or be worthy of anything and never be able to live in my purpose. And that was just lies that I kept believing in myself. And I want to take other moms who feel like that to no longer feel like that and to find that freedom in their life and their purpose and to really be able to feel confident in who they are as moms. You know, you can be able to feel sexy in your body, confident in your body, and still rock mom life and still be, you know, present in your family's life and still feel healthy and still have energy and be able to move around and not feel tired or, you know, so on and so forth. And so I am having a 3-day event coming up pretty soon, November 18th, where I dive into all these different things that I've just spoken to you about, like how I lost the weight, how I've worked with clients to help them lose the weight, and how you can do it too. And I want that for you. So if you feel that this is relatable to you, you've been struggling for a long time, and you're just like, I'm done feeling sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I want something different. I want to be able to not be on this weight loss roller coaster, not keep going, gaining, losing, or maybe just nothing's changing for you. And there's things that you really need to work on, like the root causes of why this all happened, like I shared about myself. And I want to unlock that for you, for sure. So let's unlock this together. Sign up for free. It's a free event. It'll be happening at night around 7 p.m. and it'll be all virtual on Zoom. And it'll be a great time. I promise you won't regret it. And if you know anybody that could benefit from this, share this live. It's available on Facebook and YouTube as a replay, not on Instagram. So if you're on Instagram and you want to share it, head over to YouTube or Facebook and you can share it there or word of mouth. Right now, if you are interested, just say 3-day event in the comments and then I'll send you the link so you can sign up for free. All right, so because I was talking, which you know me, I like to sometimes talk and not pay attention to what I'm doing. I kind of got my pan a little burnt, but my meat is not even fully thawed. I thought it was, but it's still kind of icy. But I'm going to throw it in because now the peppers and onions are soft. I probably should have done the opposite. Probably should have done the meat first before the veggies, but oh well. You know what? It's still going to be edible. For me, I don't look for perfection. I look for, you know, this is what I desire. But I'm going to head off the live now because I have a phone call coming in and it's from my doctor. So I will see you guys later.
This is a reminder. Drink water. Just let me know if this is done.